Looking for Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins with fast delivery? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 6% off your order. What's up YouTube, it's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. We've got a fire Madden 21 tip video for you guys today. I'm about to break down the best new defense in the entire game. This defense is easy to set up, gets great pressure, also has great coverage, and you still can stop the run from it at the same time. Now guys, there's kind of been a meta shift lately. If you've been paying attention, a lot of the pro players, the best players in the world, are kind of starting to run a new defense, and that's the big dime 1-4-6. And there's so many different ways you can run this defense. There's a lot of really effective plays and whatnot. In this video, I'm going to be focusing on one of the easiest ones to use right off the bat. It's very user-friendly and very effective. Guys, if you want to see more from this formation, you can check out sportsgamers.com. I have a whole scheme on this up in the Madden Vault. Also, if you give me 300 likes on this video, I will post another one for free on YouTube. So, this formation, the Big Dime 1-4-6, definitely can find it in lots of playbooks. I like running from the Giants, the New York Giants defensive playbook personally. And this is a formation that's so scary to go against. Most people, when they see this formation, literally will put in extra running backs and tight ends just to try to audible down and kind of like weak box it because they're so scared to pass the ball against it. This is definitely the best pass defense in the game. So, my coaching adjustments, I like personally to turn auto flip off. You can run it with it on, but I like it off. And for the defense I'm about to show you, I like to put my flat zone drop on 20-25, maybe 30 depending, but 25 to start with. And we're going to go from there. So when running this, you always want to have some fast DBs in the slot, if at all possible. And you can sub in your safeties at linebacker. If you don't really have good linebackers, that's something good to do. Just more speed, more coverage. As you guys know, linebackers don't really react to the ball this year that very well in coverage. So definitely something you might want to do. You can put in your edge rushers at, the DN spot, your best pass rusher at D tackle, all that type of stuff. So we're going to be running the cover to sink. Guys, this defense was very, very good last year, and I feel like it's honestly even better this year. Just a lot of people have gone away from it for whatever reason. I can't really tell you. But it's so good, and it's so glitchy, and you're going to, like I said, you're about to see a lot of people start to run this as their main defense. Trust me on that. So first of all, if they don't block anybody, this defense is going to get in every time, and you can still get it to work even when they block somebody, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay guys, before we get too much further into this video, I do need to let you know a few things about this defense. First of all, this is the best pass defense by far in the game, best blitz, best coverage, all that. And you can still stop the run from it. With that said, this is a defense you want to run against shotgun. Now, if they're running the ball from shotgun, you can stop the run pretty easily. There's ways to shoot gaps, and there's just a lot of different things you can do. It's fine against shotgun if they're running. However, if they are trying to come out under center and pound the ball from I-forms and like heavy tight end formations, or even just come out in shotgun with that personnel and audible down, you really don't want to be in this defense unless it's just an obvious passing situation where they're just trying to bluff you to pass the ball anyways. Or like if it's just 3rd and 20 and you really don't care if they run the ball because it doesn't matter at that point if they get 5 or 10 yards. You know what I mean? Because like this can struggle. Stopping the run under center can get weak box. So it's not something I'd recommend doing too much. Now, before we get into more of the setup, I do want to remind you guys, if you're liking this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Drop us a like. Remember, 300 likes on this video, and you'll get another free setup from this amazing defense on my YouTube. We do tips and gameplays daily basis every week. You're not going to want to miss it. And if you want more of my premium content, check out sportsgamers.com. That's where I put all my offensive and defensive schemes, my weekly tips, everything you guys need to get better at the game of Madden 21. So without further ado, let's get right into the actual setup for this defense. But basically, all you have to do with this defense to get it to work, just by default, shift your D-line to the left, crash your D-line either out or to the left, either way, slant them outside, slant left, both work. Then you just want to QB contain. QB contain is R1 for PlayStation, RB for Xbox, and just make sure your 2 DBs in the slot are next to the edge rushers. This way you can disguise the blitz. And you can control either one of these linebackers you wish. I'm going to control the one on the right of the screen this time. So first things first, you're going to notice that this DB, he's just going to come off that edge super fast for the sack, and I'm just going to be covering over the middle of the field. This is super consistent. I'm going to show you guys this setup, how it works against many different formations, so you can see it's not just a specific defense for bunch or something like that. But you guys can see this guy's going to fly off the edge, and he's going to be in there for the easy sack on the quarterback. Very, like I said, very quick, very consistent, and it's just a really, really, really nice defense. So you guys can see here, great pressure. At the same time, as you guys look here, there's really nobody obviously open because we're taking away the corner routes, and at the same time, we also have good coverage over the middle of the field. Only thing you might be able to do is dump it off quickly in the flat. So, obviously, the most obvious thing to do, someone might just block the running back, right? Come out in verticals or whatever play, block the running back. So, you can counter this, and actually you could counter it last year. It's honestly the same way. If you notice they're blocking the running back, same setup. We're just going to press, shift the D-line left, crash them left, and we're going to man up the running back. That's it. Just man them up. So, it's very simple to do. As you guys can see here, we're easily going to be able to get some pressure, shift D-line left, crash them left, press coverage, man up the running back with that linebacker on the same side. QB contain. That's all you got to do. We're just going to use it in the middle of the field. And you guys can see that makes the running back ignore the blitzer coming off the edge for the sack. This is going to be really, 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 really annoying for the offense to deal with. Trust me on this. And like, even if they know some advanced stuff to pick this version up, there's other versions that you guys can run. Again, this is premium content. If you want that, you can check out sportsgamers.com for some other setups to counter the counters the offense may do to you. But there's definitely ways to counter everything the offense might try to do to block it. Trust me. There's other ways to run this defense that are very, very good too. That's going to bring pressure from other areas. But as you guys can see here, easy pressure off the edge, resulting in the sack. But as I mentioned, this defense will work against other types of formations. I feel like every time I post a defense like this, someone is like, oh, why do you just run it against bunch or whatever, bunch tight end, or, Well, the reason for that is those are the metas that everybody uses. But hey, let's just say someone came out in a spread formation, right? Let's just run the spread set. I mean, it still works. You just want to press, slide your DBs in, and really the only one you have to. But I slide both in case I want to blitz both sides. Shift the D-line to the left, crash them left. QB contain. That's it. Now, if you're going to man up the running back, you can. If not, I would probably user him. You could do other cover adjustments too, guys. Like this defense, you can easily adjust coverage. You could turn it into cover 3 if you really wanted to, just by doing something simple like this. You know what I mean? So this defense is, like I said, extremely easy to tweak, and actually does really good against the rollout with the QB contain. So it's definitely a versatile defense that's very, very, very easy to run. Again, look at that quick pressure. There's nothing open, and the offense is just forced to eat a sack. At the end of the day, anytime you're just able to get super easy pressure like this, we're definitely going to take it. Again, there is nobody open. As you guys can see, zooming in, the only option you might have here is to dump it down into the flat. And that's at the point where if someone just keeps abusing you in the flat, you can easily take that away. And how would we do that, you might ask? Well, here's the very easy way to do it. Double mabel. Set your flat zones on a 25, 20, maybe 30. Curl flats on 5. Now, to do this, you have a few different options of how you want to do it. But at the end of the day, the concept is pretty much going to be the same. You want one flat zone and one purple zone on each side of the field. So, something like this, you guys can see, again, we just press, shift our D-line left, crash them left, contain, blah, 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 easy. And then we're just going to put the hook zones basically into purples. Now, while you could definitely put that in the purple if you wish, I personally don't like to do that because if I do that, then they're going to have a free rollout because no one's going to be contained over there. So honestly, I would probably tend to just do something like this where I leave the contain and just put the hook zones in the purples. Also, I always recommend the pass commit if you think they're passing. Just the zones react better. Just overall better way to do it. And always put your user on a blitz angle. We're not actually going to blitz, but it just does make your user control better after the ball is snapped. As you guys can see here, he comes off the corner untouched, and we're able to get the sack. Now, that time you did see he did pause on his rush angle. You guys might ask, why did he do that?
Well, rarely, and sometimes it does happen, I'm not going to lie, but rarely lately, rushers off the edge sometimes have been getting nano-detected. And that's just something EA has put in the game. I don't really like it, but it just is what it is. Sometimes when your rushers come free off the edge, they pause before completely coming. See, he pauses after he gets around the corner, and then he comes again. Well, that's just something that's just part of the game. Like, I don't think it should be in the game, but it is. It doesn't happen that much. It does happen here and there, but it's just something you got to deal with. But overall, I don't care because the defense is still amazing. As you guys can see there, nothing was open. They have to eat the sack. Now, I do want to show one more example of this against a trip set. Again, I'm just trying to show a few different formations just to show the overall effectiveness and consistency and just the fact you can run this against anything, and it's not a problem. But again, all we do is press. Shift D-line left, crash left or up, QB contain, move the slot corners in. And you could, if you want to make it easier on yourself, just go ahead and base align it. Then it's a lot easier to set up. But, personally, I don't mind moving the guys so I don't have to base align. But that's kind of more of a personal preference than anything else. If you're worried about the running back, you can just block him. And, at the end of the day, it's the same defense, just against a different formation. You guys can see here, sick pressure off the edge. We're in there for the sack. So, guys, like I said, this is turning into the meta defense right now. This Big Dime 146 has a lot of good blitzes. Not just that one. There's others, too. A lot of good coverage setups. A lot of things you can do from it. And you can stop the run from this formation. If they're running shotgun runs, guys, like I said earlier in the video, if they're going under center, probably not the formation you want to run. But for shotgun, you definitely can stop the run from it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. Show the support. I'm out of here.